And we are live.
It's the Wayne's World thing. Wayne's World party time. Excellent. That's my really bad guitar. That wasn't really bad. Edit that out.
No, didn't you watch last week's episode, Manuel? I'm just gonna put the I refuse GIF.
You did edit. I forgot what I said, but I said something weird at the beginning.
Yeah, and you said edit it out, and then I just put the JoJo I refuse GIF or GIF above it.
I'm not repeating it, but I said something. If you want to hear something that's like not cancelable, but something like a questionable Manuel story, watch the last episode, and I talked about something I did at a con that I should not have repeated that story ever.
Repeat it. I don't remember.
Sorry, we're late. I was watching Hime. Everybody was watching fucking Himeko Q.
Yeah, why not?
I go in there and she's like fixing her options, and like everyone's in the chat. I'm like, what the fuck? Get out of here.
Sorry, she has interesting gaming streams, Manuel.
Plus, it's White Day.
Oh, it is White Day, isn't it?
Yes, it's Pi Day.
I forgot how many days it was. Yeah, White Day for
that many days, Manuel. Hold out your hand. That many days.
That many. Well, technically, it's not Mario Day anymore, but we're talking about it anyway.
Not with that attitude.
Oh, intros. Hey, everyone. I'm Manuel. I say stupid things sometimes.
Sometimes?
Just said it right now.
Introduce yourself, Weston.
Hey, it's Dr. Wes. Without the lube, what's going on, people?
Without the lube. Pokemon lube. Remember that, JD?
Yes.
And then Josh, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey there, I'm Photaku. We are late because of me. How's everyone doing?
We're good. It's funny because I had a really interesting, boring day. And I don't know if you can say interesting and boring at the same time, but I just did. I forgot it was White Day, though. For those who don't know, White Day is a day where, like, it's meant to coincide with Valentine's Day, where in most Asian countries, not just Japan, by the way, but I think it is, like, started in Japan, but I know for a fact they do it in Taiwan, too. But in some Asian countries, in Valentine's Day, you give chocolate to the person you like, and then usually a boy to a girl.
Yes, like this. Chocolates like this.
And I don't think that I don't think technically, obviously, the gender doesn't matter too much. But whoever you gave that chocolate to, be they the boy, girl, whoever, they give it back to you on White Day, and typically that's white chocolate. I think, yeah. There you go.
Chocolates that may be in containers like this.
Yeah, Kit Kats. I remember I was telling this story. Actually, I don't even know if I told the story in the stream, but I remember I was telling it to Snacks. It might have been before we went live on the gaming stream. But there was one time when, like, I did customs in Canada because, like, I don't know if this is a normal thing that you always do.
White Day chocolate for all y'all.
Did you get White Day chocolate? Did your girlfriend get you White Day chocolate?
Actually, no. There's chocolates in last time we came to visit.
I was actually, that's kind of cool.
That still counts.
But
they're taking me Valentine's, so I need to cough up some actual like white chocolate. Like present.
But when I landed in Canada, they made me do customs there one of my trips. They're like, oh, when you land in the US, you'll be domestic by that point. So I did customs there, and I was not expecting to do it. So I was kind of like really loopy. I was tired. I just woken up, and I knew I was gonna have a long layover there. And I got every question wrong about what was in my bag.
Oh, damn.
And I'm pretty sure that they were looking at me like, this fucker has drugs somewhere. Because I remember at one point they get one of my bags, like, what's in there? I'm like, oh, I got a bunch of Kit Kats. And I did have Kit Kats, but they were in another suitcase. And they opened my duffel bag, and it's full of photo books. I'll never forget that. It was full of photo books. And they're like, there's no Kit Kats in here at all. And I'm like, oh, I think I moved my bags around. They're like, did you pack these bags yourself? I'm like, yes, I did. I just don't. Anyways, I look very suspicious.
Assuming you don't always look suspicious, Manuel. I mean, why do you cover the bottom half of your face?
Do you know about my meat story, JD?
No,
am I traveling with meat?
We're still on the intro. Keep going.
I'll give you the really fast version because I feel like the story's worth repeating every so often. Why don't do this? When I went to Mexico a long time ago, I brought meat back. And
That
I
sounds
didn't
good.
know that I did not know you're not allowed to bring meat. And it was this huge issue when I when I arrived back here through customs. And I don't know this for sure. This part is speculation, but I think I got put on a list because they let me off at the warning, by the way. I think you're given one, you're given like one free warning, and then after that you get fined. And I think that's even up to the person doing it. But like, I feel like I'm on a list because every time I've stopped in customs, and people have experienced it with me, including that time in Canada. If I'm traveling with someone, they're like, "What the fuck? Like, why do you always get called out?" And yeah. Anyway, that's Manuel's custom meat story. Don't travel with meat. Don't do that. It's illegal apparently. Anyways, it's Pi Day. As long
It's
as White Day.
it's Happy Infinite Number Day.
Does pi not have an end?
It
Nope.
doesn't.
What
Well, I
are
said
the
infinite.
first few numbers of pi?
3.14, was it 16?
Does anyone have any of those mnemonic devices how to remember pi?
Yes.
Because I'll never forget. I'm trying to. Oh my god! By the way, piday.org has a really long one, but I'll never forget that there was one version that I was taught in elementary school that involved the president, what year he was elected, and that he served 2 terms. Because like there's something repeated twice in there, and I could never see it again. I'm like, did anyone learn like that? Because I've been looking for that explanation for years, and everyone looks at me like I'm crazy. They're like, there's no sequence that's like 1862 and like President Andrew Jackson the 27th or whatever. Anyways, if anyone knows what I'm talking about, please put it in the chat. But other than that, what is everyone's favorite pie before we get into the bigger topic of tonight?
I'll save mine's for last.
Pizza.
What's your what kind of pizza?
What's it called? Ham and pineapple, the best. Oh, with some bacon added to it. Add some bacon to that pizza too.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it used to be sausage, pepperoni, and what's it called? And ham. But then later it was like, was it like you mean regular ham or Canadian bacon, or do you mean meatball? And then the confusion was just dumb. So then it was just kind of like, you know what? Ham, pineapple, bacon. It's good. It's salty. It's sweet. And then the ham is just kind of savory or whatever. But it's
Pineapple
delicious.
doesn't belong on pizza.
Yes, it
Yes, it
does.
does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Ooh, I hate pineapple on pizza. Ooh, you guys
Whip
want
out a rule that says it's not supposed to belong. Whip out a law. Whip something out that says you're not supposed to have it. Otherwise, shut up. It's gonna stay
Yeah,
there.
I've yet to see that rule, so you're kind of, up the creek without a paddle, Manny.
I can't stand. I
Love
can't.
movie.
Also, I need to back up and say that as a kid, and to this day, no one's given me a good answer to this. What the fuck is the difference between ham and Canadian bacon? And I'm being serious because it's like the
I
same
think it's the
thing.
part of the pig it's taken from.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Because I know bacon is like isn't it like their butt or something, and like the rump or something like that. Like, is that like pig?
No,
butt?
you're right. It's near the rump area.
Then what the fuck is ham? Is ham? Oh, you know, I think ham is shoulder. Okay, I just answered my own question. There you go. Moving on.
You'll know it if you actually taste it. You'll see the difference, the way they have ham on pizza versus Canadian bacon. Like it's very
No.
visible.
Oh, okay,
I
Manuel.
don't think so. I don't think so because
Looking it
that's
up.
what I was getting at the.
Ham
Well,
comes from the
anyways.
back leg, specifically the thighs and rear end, while Canadian
Okay, there
bacon
you go, I
comes
was
from the
right.
back.
Oh, so the actual back.
Yes.
I think we should have an episode where Manny just goes to what's it called? A pizza place, any random pizza place, and you just have him learn about the difference between, ham, Canadian bacon, have enough time so that he remembers it, and then have him eat pineapple pizza. Like I just.
No, I have eaten pineapple pizza for the record. I hate pineapples. I hate pineapple pizza. Okay,
Why do you hate pineapples?
okay. Let me rephrase that. Let me actually back up a little. I don't hate pineapples. I hate saying this because whenever I say this, people are like, "Oh God!" And this isn't just like convention friends. It's like people in my entire life. They're like, "Oh, your palate's not like very, what are you 5?" I can't stand savory and sweet together. I fucking hate it.
It's
I
the
fucking
best.
can't stand it.
You can't
I
have
can't
fucking
stand-
cheese with a fruit. Have you ever had cheddar and a grape together? They're delicious.
No, I've had cheddar and grape, and I will definitely eat them together, but I won't put them on top of each other and chew into both at the same time.
Yeah, you're supposed to chew it above them. They're the freaking that cutlery board or whatever it is.
For
Charcuterie.
example, yeah,
Yes.
the charcuterie. But for the record, I can definitely eat pizza and like drink pineapple juice. I guess I wouldn't eat a pineapple with pizza. That just sounds like a weird mix. But like, I get that. I just don't get putting them both in my mouth at the same time. Okay, that sounds weird out of context. But I don't get that part. That's the part that confuses the fuck out of me. It always has. I can't stand savory sweet things together. And I also hate that whenever I say that, the usual comeback is all like, "Oh, you don't have a very mature palate." I'm like, I'm sorry. I like my flavors well. Not even simple, because I don't like them simple. I just don't like
No.
sweet and savory together. Period. In any version.
What
can't
is the
think of-
superior pie then, Manuel? What is the superior pie?
Okay, well, if we're talking my favorite pie, period, and I think even more so than pizza, is like a chocolate cream pie.
I don't know why
Sorry,
you're laughing. Is it because you said cream pie?
Yes.
Is it because you said chocolate?
Okay, I need to back up and explain. I need to explain why I'm laughing. And
No,
it's not
Manuel, we don't
because
need
of
to explain
chocolate
why
cream-
you're laughing. We need to keep
No.
this video monetizable.
Hold on. This is the really fast version. 'Cause I need to explain myself because it sounds like I'm really five. But before we started, I was telling everyone that I went to go look up what my because I was curious, like, what do you call those kind of pies? Because there's definitely a thing to these kind of pies, and it turns out that they're called cream pies. In terms of like the type of pies I like, the ones that are like whipped and like on into like a pie crust that aren't like fruit. Uh, they're called cream pies, and in the Discord chat, I was like, I gotta be careful of what I say next. And I'm gonna call them cream based pies, so I don't say cream pie. And the second we start, I fucking say cream pie. I don't know. All I gotta say is the more I say cream pie, the more. And I like how I just finished saying how I'm not 5 years old. Please stop
Yes.
attacking me for not being mature. And I'm like, oh, I said cream pie.
We
no,
keep
chocolate cream-
laughing after you say it. What do we expect? You're like, oh,
Chocolate cream pie is my favorite pie, period. And I think even more so than pizza, for the record. But if we're talking about pizza pie specifically, my favorite would have to be a deep dish, pepperoni, and sausage. And I'm a fan. I'm not sure what type of deep dish it is. It's the only kind you really get here. Not the Chicago one where it's like literally a pie,
no.
but just where it's like a bunch of bread. Because I like bread. What's your favorite pie?
Bread.
Weston?
Favorite pie? Plantain pie.
Oh, you motherfucker! See you over here.
I actually don't know what that was. That went over my head. Is that like an
It-
actual pie or is that like a joke?
It's a wrestling pie because I remember The Rock used to say it a lot. Never knew what he meant.
You never knew what he meant.
Is that what he was cooking?
Yeah,
Huh.
that and Chef RD. So take a pick.
Chef Boyardee.
I like how if you type in poutine pie onto YouTube, into Google, same thing actually. If you type it into Google, the first hit you get, apparently it's a strain of weed. And it's 80% indica and 20% sativa.
That's strong.
I think weed is trying to encroach on someone else's holiday. He can wait another. We can wait another month.
That's
I'm not.
it's a month from on, yeah.
No, okay, I'm probably calling myself out by saying this, but the other day I was commenting on a Gordon Ramsay video because people were saying like, "Oh, I hate when people say like whenever people on Kitchen Nightmares talk about fresh frozen," and I was all like, "That's a real term."
It is a real term.
Like, tell me you've never worked in food without telling me you've never worked in food. I'm not saying I'm not saying it's good quality, but it's a real term that they use in restaurants. It really is. The owner is not making that term up, and I hate when Gordon Ramsay's like, "Oh, that's not a real like." Either he's lying or he shouldn't be running that show if he doesn't know the term. But anyways, I went to Google it because I was going to tell the people in the comment section to Google it, and when I Googled it, the first hit was a brand of weed that is fresh frozen. So I don't know if I'm telling on myself.
Is it freshly frozen or fresh frozen?
fresh frozen. Well, Google it. Maybe
Okay.
it'll come up. Maybe that'll come up for you too. But like, I don't know if I'm telling on myself that all my top hits are weed, or if Google really is just like is very weed centric for everything I've been saying lately.
At least
Anyway,
we know why
JD,
you're always laughing.
what's your favorite pie? Let's come back to you since this has been a shit show circle.
Yeah, I was gonna say pizza, but not with pineapple. Definitely, I'm just more a classic pepperoni kind of guy.
Okay.
I like
White
how
onion
none of
on it is also really good.
white onion.
Yeah,
I have
It's
seen people
good
eat
on
over
a
white onion.
combination pizza. I
yeah,
feel,
like with,
but,
on,
like,
with, on a pepperoni with pizza, or
Yeah.
with pizza with pepperoni, the other way around.
Don't
I
get
mean,
me wrong, I like
pepperoni kind of goes with
pepperoni.
everything,
Yeah,
but I'm not sure.
I like bell pepper.
I don't know.
Bell
I need
pepper.
more veggies than just the onion. Like the onion can join, but there's got to be like a mushroom, bell pepper, or black
Yeah.
olive involved at least.
I was
I
gonna
think
say,
you
I do
just
like
named
mushroom.
a bunch of things that are not vegetables.
Oh god,
One's a
no.
fungus,
No,
and the
no,
other two are
no.
fruits.
No, the
Isn't a bell
the
pepper a
mushroom
vegetable?
is a vegetable.
Isn't it, or is it a fungus? Trust the
Uh,
fungus.
Fungus will give
okay,
you mono.
but
Don't do
bell
it.
pepper and an olive are both fruits.
Yeah, I gotta say,
Also,
bell.
But the point
peppers-
is that the mushroom is a vegetable. Right?
I guess technically, but I think
It's technically a vegetable.
I mean, we're picking, we're like picking hairs here. This whole topic now.
I mean, with
for
my
the-
pizza, I normally get spinach, pepperoni, and what is it? Green peppers.
I don't. I like spinach, not so much on pizza, and not because I don't think it's a good flavor combination. It's just that when you heat up
It
spinach,
actually is good.
when you heat up spinach, it shrivels, and I'm just not a fan of the texture it turns into. I guess that would be a good flavor. 'Cause I do like spinach. And for the record, see, I'm not like because a 5-year-old would not probably want like vegetables on his pizza. I don't mind that. What I do mind is very specific pizzas, and I mentioned this many a time before. Because if you start ordering very specific pizzas, and it's only for you.
Yeah, that
Unless
my
you're like-
biology makes you order your own.
Yeah, unless you're like Angie stealing that pizza that one time, which was a joke only like Weston gets and whoever was in the room with us that day. But unless you're Angie eating a whole pizza by yourself on accident, that's not a case that's gonna happen. Or I guess Q at any time when she gets a cheese pizza.
The Kevin McAllister pizza.
Yeah, the Kevin McAllister pizza. Shit, I was gonna say something before you wrap this up, but
I was going to say that mushrooms are amazing. So if you were to grab yourself a pizza with a lot of mushrooms, I don't see any wrong at that point. Realistically, I just thought that shoving mushrooms in there would be pretty good.
Not gonna make you big. That's all I know.
And speaking of mushrooms making you big, Manuel.
Yeah, it's also Mario Day.
That was like 4 days
was
ago.
Was that a different segue that like I missed? Because I feel like I thought you were throwing.
I don't
it
know what you're
into, like-
talking about. I could go right now to Pyology, that's not too far from my house, and just grab myself pizza with some mushrooms on it.
No, that's not what I meant. 'Cause you were talking about making it big, and we spent the whole time talking about cream pies and shit like that. I thought we were gonna just get like kind of to a
I didn't say
darker
shit. I
18
said
road.
Putang.
That's what you said. Anyway, I remember there was one time I was in a GameStop, and this is relevant. I was in a GameStop. I'll never forget this. And there's this store in Hollywood. It's in California, but the one I went to, I used to only know about was in Hollywood, called Amoeba Music. Sorry. And it's this very
R.I.P.
big music store. There's Hollywood. There's one in Berkeley. I think Berkeley was the first one. There's one in San Francisco. And I love the store. And if you, back in the day, if you spent a ton of money in there, they'd give you a tote bag. And
Yeah, they would.
I gave the tote bag to my then girlfriend, who used it as a purse because it was, she thought it was cool, which I guess it was. Doesn't matter. But we were in a GameStop, and she was wearing her Amoeba thing, and the cashier was all like, "Oh, Amoeba! I love that store." And his coworker is like, "Really? Yeah." It's like, "Yeah." I found Pootie Tang there. And if you don't know, Pootie Tang is a movie.
Yes.
It was the weirdest thing that this dude shouted in the GameStop. He's an employee behind the register, and all of us, me, my then girlfriend, the other employee, and like the 3 or 4 other customers at the store were like, "The fuck is he shouting about Pootie Tang?" And
The
obviously,
best movie ever. I know what you're talking
it's
about.
actually a good movie, but it
Really
sounds like
is.
he was saying, obviously, something he shouldn't. I guess technically the title was meant to be referencing that, sorta. Anyways. Mario. Mario's as G-rated as it gets, right?
Yes.
I mean, maybe one would say probably.
Probably. I'm not gonna lie. We watched the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, and there was a couple episodes that have aged like
Really
fine
bad.
milk. Like the one where they were in Japan, which is ironic because it's a Japanese property. But the one where
Yeah.
they're in Japan, like the entire thing was full of stereotypes and like, like the chopsticks font. I think that's what they call that font. Like, I don't think that's what it's really called. That's what they call it. Like, whenever movies use it, the very racist Asian font.
Yep.
But anyway, Mario Day was on Friday, and there's a lot of Mario stuff to talk about. And first of all, we have a resident Mario here. For
Ooh.
those who don't know, it's Weston. He's always cosplays variants of Mario.
Why are you doxing me?
I know, just doxing you. So if you ever see a Fear and Loathing in Mushroom Kingdom Mario, that's him. You have cosplayed Mario, and you have cosplayed. I only saw that one recently. You cosplayed the Baker Mario.
Baker Mario, that's right. That was one of my pet projects when I came back from WonderCon. I was on a 3-year hiatus from WonderCon, and it was 2019 when I came back. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make another new Mario one. And everyone thought I was like a Ratatouille version of it.
Yeah. What other Marios have you done? Now that I think about, have you done any others?
Have you done Referee
the ones-
Mario?
I done Mr. L. I done Luigi. I
Oh,
done
you done Luigi.
Yeah, I done Luigi, Mr. L. I done a Starman Mario. That was stupid. And yeah, because everyone was like, "Are you Super Saiyan?" I'm like, "Fuck, it didn't work."
You should have.
I did the pumpkin one at PMX. Everyone got a kick out of that
Oh.
because everyone kicked out of that because like, oh yeah, it's October. I'm like, yeah, that's like Halloween.
Yeah, I remember that one. You should definitely do like just get a cape and you could be like see, Mario's so easy because like, wait, haven't you also done Fire Mario? I feel like I've seen you in the white overalls.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the video game
Okay.
Fireball.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I just dawned on me. I'm like, I know you've done because I'm like Mario seems so easy to do interchangeable wise.
Yeah,
you
it
should
is.
be like if you want to do like I guess kinda because you can just get a tail and get some ears and like look, I'm Tanuki Mario,
I did do a Tanuki Mario at one WonderCon, but it was a bust. I need to do a full suit Tanuki suit. That's like the dream cosplay to do.
If anyone's a fan of Luigi's Mansion, friend of the channel Molly has cosplayed what's that villain's name for the new one? The red girl?
Is that Helen Gravesley or something like that, is it?
Something like that. And she cosplayed that it's a villain from the new Luigi's Mansion game. And it was funny because we all tried to convince her. I almost said then boyfriend. No, it's still boyfriend. We all tried to convince her boyfriend to cosplay Luigi, and that would have been a great cosplay. And we've been a kind of a weird cosplay because it's not like Luigi and Daisy; it's Luigi and like the villain. But
Yeah, it is Helen Gravely. I looked it up.
Helen
I
Gravely.
still ship it though,
Yeah, it would have been cool, but he wouldn't cosplay it.
bitch.
Okay, Josh, you are awake. I thought you had fallen asleep there for a second.
What?
Yeah, but
No,
it's-
I think it's lagging.
No, you closed your eyes and just didn't seem to be moving.
What?
Are you
I'm
having
pretty
a stroke?
sure. I'm pretty
having a
sure. No, guys have heart attacks. What? No, guys can have strokes. Never mind.
Yeah, I definitely know that.
Josh is falling asleep. We need.
I am moving. What the f- are you talking about?
Well, yeah, but there was a second there when maybe your video froze up, but you had your eyes closed, and when it froze up, so I thought you
think
had
my
fallen
video
asleep.
froze up at that moment because
Unfortunately,
I need to go kick my internet provider's ass. If there was a physical butt to it, I would go get the fire flower and light it up. I can't finish that joke. Sorry. Just yeah.
What's that GIF you put it in the chat for talking? It's like, is that Mario doing? Is that a meme?
What? No, that's just I don't know. That's something from a friend. I just felt like throwing that in there.
I don't know why that's making me laugh so much. For the record, the best Mario game is not Mario's Galaxy 2. Who the hell likes
Lies.
Galaxy 2?
That's freaking JD and his weed.
Lies, Manuel. All I hear is lies and slander.
Yeah, we all know it's Super Mario 64. That is the best Mario because everyone talks about it and makes money off of it on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I had to pick a favorite Mario 3D game, it would for sure be Mario 64. Um, if I had to
Why
pick
not
a
Mario
favorite,
Galaxy? Why not Odyssey? What the fuck, Manuel? What the fuck?
honestly, I could honestly pissed me off because I think it's the first Mario game ever, like period, ever, a platformer one I should say, the first Mario game ever that has missables, and that pisses me off because like I missed a flag early on in the game, like one of those checkpointy things. And then I found out that you can't go. There's 4 flags. There's 4 of them. You can Google this or whatever that are missable if you don't get them. And I like ruined my save file, and I was so pissed. And I wasn't that far into it. I could have restarted, but that wasn't the point. I was so pissed. I'm like, this is not a Mario thing.
You
It's
wanted
actually
to
not.
you want to 100% it, like
Yeah,
Summoning Salt was just talking about it in the recent 100% Mario 3 speedruns.
a lot of Nintendo games are actually like that, where they don't let there's nothing skippable. Like there's a few Zelda games that are weird that let you skip things, but most of them nothing gets locked in Mario or Zelda. So it's so weird that like the most recent, one of the most like mainstream ones, like has something missable like that. Also,
Hmm.
I think I do like Galaxy. I just don't think it's as good as 64. And I think Galaxy 2 is just eh. It's fine. I don't think it's the
You say
best.
that's like it's really bad. Like, come on, you could have just said it's just more of the same, and now you're just
It
kind of like,
is. It
it's
has
it's
Yoshi. For
uh,
for those who
y-
don't know, I don't know if this counts as a spoiler, but like at the end of Galaxy, it kind of like it kind of does one of those things where it's like, oh, none of it ever happened now. Uh, we fixed everything, and now it's like as if it never. It's kind of like Link's Awake. It's like the Link's Awakening of Mario games. So Galaxy Two,
because it was all a dream or what?
not really, but it's like I
No,
don't want to
that's
spoil
Mario
that much.
2.
But it oh yeah, I forgot Mario 2 did that too. But
Mario 2 was all a dream.
so Galaxy 2 is literally pretty much a remake of 1 in terms of like its gameplay and story. It's just like, oh, this is Galaxy 1 with Yoshi. I'm sure JD hates the way I'm describing this.
I
'Cause
mean,
it's like, no,
wouldn't
it's
that
not.
basically just be World as well?
Pretty much.
World is just 3 with Yoshi.
It's funny because that technically is how the game started, but World is actually my favorite Mario game. Period. And it's funny because everyone likes 3 more. I think it's just nostalgia talking at this point, but World is my favorite.
Yeah, come on, Manuel.
It's got to be 64. 64 is the best Mario game.
Okay, let's ask
because-
No,
Mario
no,
for
no.
his opinion.
No.
Oh yeah,
The best Mario game is Mario Hotel. So fuck all you guys.
Okay,
Mario Hotel.
there we go. We solved this debate.
This man of culture right here, busting out Mario Hotel.
for the record, I feel that game gets a bad rap. Um, I
It
played
is a bad
emu-
rap.
I played it emulated, and there was a brief period where like a friend of mine had a I think do I have any? It doesn't matter. We had a CDI, and there's no copy protection on that system, so you could just burn a game and play it on there. And I played it, and it's an alright puzzle. It's a puzzle game. That's the only thing. It's like you got to just set your expectations at a certain level. Also, they remastered the CDI Zelda games. Everyone go check those out. I can't wait to play those on a stream one day. I talked to Weston about this, and they're standalone, like you play Wanda Gamelon. But anyways, we're getting distracted from Mario. So
Manuel,
Hotel
please no.
Mario 64, and Mario World are our favorite games. What about you, JD? Oh, you said Galaxy 2.
Yeah, Galaxy 2.
You know,
It's Galaxy person.
that's a terrible choice, JD. I'm sorry.
No, I think mine's is worse.
At least Hotel Mario is a good troll thing, but like nobody, even Nintendo doesn't like Galaxy 2. It didn't get included on the.
I know,
All
Manuel.
Stars.
Don't rub it in.
DLC? Man, that sucks.
I think Molly was saying one time that she really likes Sunshine, which is a weird game to like, in my opinion.
That is a weird one. I mean, it's not bad, but it's an odd one.
It's like you play Luigi's Mansion and you're very captivated by the almost like arcade-like style of play within the game, so that you can feel like I want to go back and play this and see like how much more extra or how much better I can do. And then there's like Super Mario Sunshine, which by all means, like at the end of the day, it's not a bad Mario game, but it's very much the type of thing where I'm like I need to use Flood to get through all this
Yes.
shenanigans. Combo with Yoshi at some times, but like you're essentially not really having as much fun as you would like. I feel like there is literally a strategy. Like it's not hard. Like I don't think any Mario game is really hard, but let's just say that the way that you have to really maximize what you're doing, like it's pretty much comparable to all those people who make those Super Mario like Wii worlds where they purposely make it seem like you need to be like on razor's edge sharp focus to get through a level doing like the exact things necessary, and then like Mario Sunshine's like, so yeah, so there's some capabilities that you just need to struggle with. I'm not having fun like I'm having fun with like Luigi's Mansion.
You
Not
mentioned
supposed to be
that.
fun.
It's funny you mentioned that because there's a couple levels in Sunshine that I cannot stand that I feel like everyone's forgotten. There's a level, I don't know if anyone remembers exactly. It's towards the middle of the game where you're in the hotel and you have to like go through all these rooms, and like that was obnoxious. Because like you
Just
can't
like
really move
Hotel
it.
Mario.
No, funny you said. I didn't think about that.
No,
Mario Hotels
you're gonna make Manny say it was nowhere near that frustrating. Mario Hotel, I will take that over that whole section
I
of that
will.
goddamn game.
You know why? Because Mario Hotel has a simple camera where it's a side view, but this fucking game had a 3D camera where you keep going in and out of rooms, like through roofs, through ceilings, and like end up.
Did you not watch enough Scooby Doo back in the day? Could you
I
just
hate
not follow up with that?
And I know these were optional, but all the non-flood levels, like those weird platforming ones where like they were impossible to beat.
Oh, you just need to
I
get
feel
good, Manuel.
no,
Like 10-year-old me beat those levels.
Oh fuck you!
Man, Prodigy we got here.
No, like I think Sunshine has the worst of those because I think every Mario game has those because Galaxy has something similar, and I know that Odyssey has something similar because I didn't play them, but I've seen people play them, and obviously like 3D World and so on have those as well, but I think Sunshine has the worst ones. Like they're impossible. I hated them. I've never really wanted to break my controller in any game except for those. But yeah, so in TLDR, the reason I bring all this up is Molly has terrible taste. That was just
Wow,
Manuel
all
just
of that just to take a
alienating
shot at Molly.
all of our friends one by one.
she's not even here to defend her choices. And for all I know, this isn't even her favorite choice. I just think it is because I think she said it one time. Well, she said it more than once. But yeah. Well, then again, I think it's an age thing. Like, I think she probably grew up playing that one. I'm just gonna assume everything about her. That and Luigi's Mansion. I don't know. Anyways, have you ever seen the original Mario movie, Josh?
Yes, I have. I remember because I almost thought like this isn't real while I was watching it, but it was funny because I was at my aunt's house and they were like, "Hey, do you want to check out the Super Mario movie?" And like this wasn't like I was like a super young kid or anything like that, okay? It wasn't like even like 12. It was just very weird because my aunt was like, "Oh, hey, we have something if you want to watch it." And so VHSs weren't completely out of vogue yet, but like, yeah, it was like, "Here you go." And so I'm watching it with my sister, and I want to say that we're teenagers. We're just kind of killing time with another one of our cousins, and then we're just in awe because we do not know what the fuck we are actually watching. We were like, "When did this come out? This is like so weird. Like this is not being real with us right now." And like it was probably the first time like when you watch something with someone and you generally are just making fun of the whole thing. Like that was the first time we ever experienced like a what is this movie? Like what the fuck is this movie? And we were just like, oh no way. Like just seeing all the designs for the characters, like even the intro with like the whole asteroid hitting the dinosaurs are like,
Okay, that was
the
bad.
what is this? Oh man. And then when they get suited up at the end, and then it's just like we're still just like, what even is this? Like, are they gonna smash a whole Goomba now? Like those things look huge in this. Like
I
what?
didn't think
Like
about that.
just gonna do like some like what's it called? Bump off the shoulders. Sorry, that was too long of a thing. It was
No,
just really stupid. I've never gone back to see it, but it's been etched in my brain so hard from that
wait,
day.
all that from one viewing, from what I assume is a while ago. That's insane.
No, yeah, I have not seen the movie ever. I mean, not ever. I have not seen the movie ever again since that point. I've seen people make fun of it, like here or there on a list or something, but you will never just No, like Yoshi's not even Yoshi. Yoshi's like a baby velociraptor looking thing, and it's stupid because I've already seen Jurassic Park, so I'm supposed to be like, oh, dude, if Yoshi was a velociraptor, I don't care who the hell is playing Bowser. He is going to die at the end of the day unless he has a T-Rex just hiding in the back somewhere. But like. No, it's this little tiny thing. It's like Yoshi's like more useless than Peach in this. Like, what the fuck?
Peach isn't in this. Okay,
No,
hold on.
Daisy. Was it Daisy then?
It's Daisy.
It was
Okay,
Daisy.
No,
I'm like
Peach shows
dying.
up at the end. That's what that was.
No, it's
Pe-
Daisy.
It's still
It's
Daisy?
Daisy.
That's still
It's Daisy.
Damn. Sorry. Well, there you go. I didn't care. The damsel in distress is so interchangeable. It probably would have been a different thing if they used that girl from Donkey Kong, but yeah, I was.
Pauline.
What was weird though is okay. Here's the weird part. Here's the part about Daisy that was weird. Like, she was in it. Like, Daisy was in the movie, and I'm like, I don't recall Daisy showing up until like Mario Tennis or Mario Party 3. So I'm like, what? Who? When? Like, we were like, when did this movie come out? Because how? Like, who? We didn't even know Daisy was a thing. So that's why we were tripping balls. Like,
Okay, there's a lot to
Wes,
unpack here.
uh,
First of all, hold on. I just want to unpack the peach. I mean, the peach. The I gotta unpack the
Daisy.
peach. I want to unpack the Daisy thing. Daisy came from Mario Land, and to be fair, I don't think she appeared again until the games that started bringing her into like the parties and shit. So we have the party. You know what I'm trying to say? Like
yeah, no, I get you.
but
But
she
I've never
wasn't
played the
Land.
Mario. I've never played the Mario Land games. I played Wario Land, which is, I guess, Super Mario Land 3 or something like
Yeah,
that.
it is.
So I played.
Yes and no.
I mean, it's the same way it's Mario Land 3 and the same way that world is Mario Brothers 4.
It's technically Mario. It's technically a Wario game, but the thing is, it's the title has the name of it. It just has this.
Even better, it's the same thing as Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. What the fuck's that about?
Yeah, it's exactly. That's a good example. Yeah.
Yeah, like whose favorite game is Yoshi's Island?
Mines. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm actually kidding. That's a good game.
It is
It's
a good game.
It's
Well-
a good game. I fucking hate that baby. I will smack Baby Mario upside his head if he doesn't shut. Okay, I need to shut up now. I'm getting canceled.
We just talked about this before.
I will smack that baby if that baby starts crying. Like, man, I can't even do
Why
it.
do you
Right.
think it's
I can't
crying?
do it
You
justice.
keep smacking it.
Have you seen that one? I think it's a College Humor, one of those animations where like he's trying to, where they're doing the relay at the end of the level, but the other Yoshi's like all fucked up, and he's all like, "I think I'll carry you in the next run." It's like, "No, I'm fine." It's like you're falling apart. He's like, "Give me the damn baby." Anyway,
Jeez.
anyway, but no, Weston, what are your thoughts on the movie? I still have more I want to unpack with Josh there, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
I mean, when I saw it, there was a lot of high expectation on it, but how it came out, I was like, it's like one of those 90 movies that you watch and you're like, okay, it happened. I've seen it.
Okay, now I do think I saw it on cable and or rented it before I
Saw it in the
before-
movie theater, so I saw it first day.
Yeah, like I don't get me wrong, I was the right age where I knew it was happening, but
Yeah,
I didn't
same
see it right away. Because I didn't go to the movies much when I was a kid, mainly because like poor parents. But I do remember when it came out on TV. I'll never forget that because the next day at school, I was like in 5th or 6th grade when this happened, by the way. The next day at school, everyone was talking about it. Like all my friends were talking about, like, "Oh, did you watch the Super Mario Brothers movie?" And we all liked it. And I mentioned this, I think last week, or I mentioned it just to you. I don't know who the fuck I mentioned it where we was talking about this. I've been realizing as I get older that every movie I liked growing up is a quote unquote bad movie.
Yep.
Like I didn't know this. I fucking love the movie North, which apparently is considered which is considered one of the worst movies of all time. Like period.
North. What the heck
It
is
starts
North?
at-
Do
it
not
starts at
answer. I'll
yeah.
I'll look that up. Just stay on Mario. I'm gonna look
Yeah.
at North.
So North, Mario Brothers movie, the Street Fighter movie, Double
Street
Dragon.
Fighter is
Don't you dare say
50-50.
that about the Street Fighter
Street
movie.
Fighter is
That thing is
50-50.
gold, okay? That is filled
It
with
ain't
actual.
gold. It's a good movie.
It's got
Let's
good
not clear stuff
quotes.
with the gold.
That has the performance of a lifetime, because one person's daughter was like, "Hey, would it be cool if you were on the Street Fighter movie?" And you know what he did? He didn't just stop. Okay, he could have just, it could have been just a Tuesday for him, but instead he made it gold. You know, made it gold.
No, I remember watching that movie and like watching the part where like he gives that speech where Jean-Claude Van Damme gives that speech about like they want us to go home or whatever. It's like, no, we're going there. We're gonna kick Bison's ass so hard the next Bison wannabe's gonna feel it or whatever. Feel it. I don't know why I said feel
Yeah,
it.
that's what he
Feel
said. He's gonna feel it.
And then he's all like, "Are you with me?" or whatever the fuck. He's like, "Yeah." They all start running, and then the UN lawyer or the AN lawyer, it's not UN. The AN lawyer's all like, trying to stop them, and only the cook stays, I think. That's
The cook was there to prepare for food, but everyone took off. They were like, "Huh, where's everyone?"
that scene as like 6-7-year-old me, however old I was watching that. Like I rented that. I remember, or obviously I didn't rent it like my parents did.
You were like 8 or
But
9 when that came out.
something like that. That sounds about right. I remember when I watched it, I was like, "Oh, that's such a good speech." And I watch it now. The movie's still great, but that speech is not that good.
No, it is good. You can tell Jean-Claude
Van Damme.
Fuck. You can tell that he is trying his damnedest to sound as American as possible while he's delivering that speech. Okay? So that's how you know. He even had to go full American for the best insult ever. You lost your
really
balls.
Having a tattoo of an American flag doesn't really make it American.
He
Just say it.
He even does I can't. My arm's not in frame right, but he even does the thing where he punches Bison, and he goes like, "It's like a flag right here." I don't remember the scene I'm talking about. Like they zoom in on the flag on his arm. Yeah, dude, that movie. Okay, I like how this turned to a Street Fighter.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. Everyone should go watch Street Fighter. It's Raul Julia's last movie. It's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and
Julia.
that's even the reason he picked that movie, is because for his children.
Yeah. But the movie was great. I never. It's funny because I mean, honestly, it flopped when it came out, but I do think that was a movie that got its better, come up. That's a weird way to phrase that. It got its people started liking it more quicker than most other shit. I will admit though, I find it interesting that the Mario movie has not gotten the same treatment yet. Don't get me wrong. Some people, I like it. I fucking
It's genuine garbage. Okay, that one's genuine garbage.
I've said this before. People need to look at it in a different way because it came out, I think, in '93.
Yes.
And it was delayed for a bit. And even though everyone's like, "Oh, they did dinosaurs because of Jurassic Park," and don't get me wrong, I do think that they did borrow because Jurassic Park, because it was a popular book. But it came out before Jurassic Park, the movie.
Yeah, 1994 was Jurassic Park.
So it came out before, and it's just like people will get that wrong. But
to be fair, the 90s was a weird time. Okay, you could see
it's a 90s movie that you saw at that time. You're like, okay, I saw it and it was all right to a degree.
I only have two big gripes with it. If you go on archive.org, thank God. Well, I think Nintendo has taken it down because they're not the only rights holders involved, so it's more complicated. But if you go to archive.org, there's like a fan-made like director's cut. So my only gripe is that one, they cut a bunch of shit out that they should have left in.
They cut a good chunk of shit out.
Yeah, and there's some good scenes in there they took out, like basically more character building. And I don't, you know that pizza joke where like he orders the pizza, and every so often Bowser's like, he's not Bowser, he's Koopa, but there was no Bowser in the US. Yeah, there's no Bowser in the US yet, but he keeps like, and where's my pizza?
He says it once in the thing where like, Kajin, where's my pizza? And he goes, "Sir, your pizza's here." Not now.
Yeah, in the director's cut, when he's dead in a pile of goo, the pizza guy does show up and throws the pizza on top of the goo.
You got a pizza.
I'm like, why take that out? How the fuck are you gonna leave references to this running joke about his pizza, and you don't put the fucking punchline?
It's because because what's it called? What's her name? What's the other Sodana?
Oh, who?
Oh, it's because no, my bad. It's because Emily Deschanel wasn't there to say that they're not going to take it.
Emily Deschanel.
Yeah, she wasn't there to say she's not going to take the pizza.
Oh my god.
That pizza is like 7 minutes late. I'm not taking it.
So Josh and his fucking non sequiturs. You think I'm bad? For the record, I was laughing earlier, and I want to say this because I feel it's gonna get lost, and I don't do the editing, so I'm gonna forget about it. But I was laughing earlier because he was trying to say Velociraptor, and he did get it right eventually by the end. But
I say
before
it's
he-
with the V, Velociraptor.
yeah, before he
Mhm.
said Velociraptor, he was saying Velociraptor, and it sounded like he was saying falafel. So I was just laughing.
Falafel.
I hear him say it as Velosol rather than Velasa.
But
I
you know,
think
here's the thing. I did
think
used
we're
to say it. I did used to say it when I was younger as Velociraptor when I first heard it because like I just like they're looking for fossils and they're there and it sounds like it. And then later when I'm actually paying attention in class and then they were like because I was like maybe second grade or something like that when I saw that. And then later, you escape elementary like around like well for me it was
Escape?
fifth grade. Yeah, you escape around fifth. Some people it's sixth, but like I had a middle school where I was at, so like around that time, then it was like, oh, it's spelled with a V. Velociraptor. Oh, okay. I didn't.
Josh
I,
is on one tonight. Josh
I
is
didn't
saying
know
some
that.
crazy shit tonight. I love it. I'm here for
It's because he didn't sleep.
I just couldn't pronounce one goddamn name. Okay.
No, you've been saying some crazy shit all night. You've been going on like
He
it's
didn't take
great.
a
It's
nap.
great.
What do you expect?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I love the Mario movie. I don't know why. My other gripe I said too. My other gripe besides the edit is the fact that they didn't use any Mario music. That movie would have been so much better if the theme was in there at some point.
There was a theme right at the
The
intro.
beginning, like
That was it.
no, you fucking needed more than that. Like
Nah, that's enough.
there's a part where they're jumping or they're doing weird shit and they're playing like that. The very don't get me wrong, I like the music in the movie, but they're playing that very like kid sounding chase music. You know what I'm talking about? Like I can do it right, but like it's very cheesy song they're playing. They could have fucking put like a Mario theme in there, and it would have been good. Or like when they were actually in like the underground part. Remember when like Luigi like burns himself, and then Mario's all like, "Take care of your tools. They'll be good to you," or whatever the fuck. That they should have been playing do 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 and so on. Like I feel like that was all of missed opportunities.
I feel like
Also,
they didn't have the rights to it and they couldn't use it.
yeah, but Nintendo was kind of. This is like 90s Nintendo. Like they were a lot more. They were fucking giving Zelda to Phillips to go fuck up. So like,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, there was a lot of like, lot of stuff that's been like, the studios went over and on Nintendo said something, studio said something with the film. That's why there's like, if it said there's like what, like a handful of different directors and different writers, because the last two were
there's
the
a
couple.
ton of writers. Yeah, there's a ton of writers.
Ton of writers and directors too. So it's like it didn't stay consistently what it was. Had that not happened, I think it would have did a lot better. But
I remember
Stop.
Dennis Hopper was talking about the movie, and there's like this famous quote that he always said that like he was talking to someone on some show like uh years after the movie, and his son apparently watched it and was all like, "Dad, why were you in that terrible movie?" He's like, "Cause I needed to buy you shoes, son." And his son was all like, "Dad, I don't need shoes that badly." I
Oh
love that. I
man.
still think that movie's good, and I think Dennis Hopper.
It's
Funny
like
that he says that. I think he was good in that movie.
it's like here's how you could tell with how a movie is. Like, okay, like that movie, like it's not that it won't elicit reaction, but it's bad because you watch it and you just like even a kid could tell it was just like, what is this? It's like Wolverine Origins, X-Men Origins Wolverine. That movie is terrible. Each time you go back, you can say the same things. There were
Is that the
missed
one with Deadpool?
opportunities.
Yes.
There's no love here. No, Hugh Jackman didn't really need that money that bad, but we it was terrible, and you literally have people who probably would have like really cared about the project. Like, the guy who played Mario unfortunately suffered a lot of injuries, and then
Oh yeah,
freaking Ryan Reynolds had to see, like, in real time, he was the nerd saying stuff like, people are not gonna like this to be Deadpool. It's so not Deadpool. And they were saying like, oh, don't worry, we'll do stuff that the fans will like about Deadpool.
that was the Deadpool. uh, I don't know. I still like the Mario movie. I know everyone hates it. I
mean,
mentioned it.
if you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. It's if you were there, you would appreciate it more.
Exactly.
But if
I
you
feel
weren't there, then I can say that to anyone. But if you weren't there, you wouldn't get it.
I think it's a little different when it's something like a gigantic franchise. Like Mario is literally, I think literally, I'm not just making this up. I think it's like one of the biggest franchises in the world. Like obviously second to Pokemon, but I think it's up there with like the Mickey Mouses of the world. So
Exactly, yeah.
it's
You
weird.
literally the tier of a Disney Mickey Mouse level, yeah.
So it's weird thinking about when that was new. I think that's the issue. It's like we were only a few years off of the like Mario 3 when the movie went into production. So there was like no Mario story. Everyone's all like, where's where's the Mario Kart references like the new one has? It's like there was no Mario Kart back then. There was nothing.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, if it's 93, because like the Super Nintendo already had some, like they had to pull
It did.
Yoshi from the what's it called, Super Mario World.
But when the movie went into production, apparently World was barely about to come out. Like when the first script was being written, World wasn't released yet. That's why Yoshi was included. And that's apparently also, and Yoshi's a dinosaur. That pisses. Okay, one of my favorite complaints to hear is why is, like Josh said it too. Why is Yoshi a dinosaur? Yoshi's a fucking dinosaur in the game.
He is a
No,
dinosaur.
no. I'm saying, why is he so useless as a child, like baby dinosaur? Like,
Yoshi
he's a
is
big-
useless.
he can't ride. Well, how dare you? But you can't even ride like that version of Yoshi versus like if.
Well, grown adult, yeah, he's
In
a
the
baby.
sequel,
You just
you
said it.
In the sequel, you might have been able to when Daisy like feeds him Koopa's corpse. I don't know.
True, you gotta
Mario
feed
was
him, then he'll
hitching.
grow.
Mario was hitching rides on Yoshi's intro game, and he was like ditching the dinosaur for an extra jump. You can't tell me they couldn't have had a fully grown raptor be what's it called, Yoshi.
And I know technically, the Mario Brothers name is in the games, obviously, but I'll still say it.
You're
that
really
the
gonna
first time,
discuss
yeah,
this.
the first time you really ever hear what the Mario Brothers last name is in the movie, and
movie.
that's kind of become canon. It's all like, how many Marios are there? 3: Mario, and Luigi Mario.
Wait, I thought it was Luigi.
No, it's Luigi
Shut up.
Mario.
It's Luigi Mario.
He's doing a bit. Anyway, fun fact.
You didn't
fun
do
fact,
the full bit. I mean, come on.
Fun
If you're gonna
fact,
commit,
in the deleted scenes, there's a scene where they explain why Luigi has no mustache. That's not even a joke.
he was
That's how much-
adopted. Remember?
That's how. Thank you. That's how much this game. that's how
He
much
says it
this
in the
movie-
dinner scene.
But they specifically address the mustache. So that's how much the movie like cuts out of characterization. It's still a good movie. I don't know. Everyone go watch the Mario movie. You're gonna watch the new one. Okay. I feel like there's nothing to say about the new one. The new one feels like it's made for people who have no attention span. And I know, yeah, that's kind of me now. I'm not gonna lie.
Is
But-
that
I
a dig
mean-
at the movie or a dig at Illumination?
Both. I fucking
Mm-hmm.
hate Illumination. And for those of you who don't know who Illumination, I'm sure everyone should know. They fucking do the Minion movies, and I'm sure they do other shit. But all that matters is the Minion movies. I
Didn't they
fucking hate
do
them.
a movie last year?
What else does Illumination do, JD? I feel like you
Uh,
would know.
Despicable Me,
Illumination-
The Secret Life of Pets.
Oh, okay. The Pets one was okay actually, but I don't like I don't like Despicable Me. I don't know if that's just a me thing, but
Banana.
I can't stand.
Oh,
the Minions.
They did the Lorax and the Grinch movie recently.
Oh, I have not seen either of those. Is the Lorax the one with the fucking the Tumblr sexy man dude?
Yes.
Yes.
I like how both you know exactly also. I've never actually seen it. I just know that movie's infamous because of that dude.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tumblr sexy man. I think he's the archetype for that whole thing.
Sorry, they also did
Anyway.
Sing.
Oh, that was terrible.
There's a sequel
I
too,
don't think
isn't
you
it?
could say that
Yeah.
safely. Sing has like a very like
Niche
interesting
crowd.
audience. Yeah, like it's very odd. I can't wrap my head around it, but it looks wholesome enough that it could be deadly.
I just can't fucking stand Illumination in general.
Okay,
I mean,
Boomer, we know.
Yeah, that we know, Manuel. That's why you live in a dark cave, and that's why it's nearly impossible to see you on stream sometimes.
have you seen the trailers though? They literally are. First of all, I know this is a stupid thing to complain about, but I feel like they threw everything into this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna start with the positive. One good thing I do love about the new movie or the new Mario movie is that they're not doing stupid Hollywood bullshit where they either come from the real world, quote unquote, like the original did, or they go to our world, like the Sonic movies do.
Manuel, have you paid attention to the trailers for the movie?
To be fair, the reason they did that with Sonic is I'm fully aware that with Sonic, it's all for Sonic 3. The reason Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 exist is so we can get to Sonic 3, and then Sonic 3 will beat Avengers box office just because the current Sonic movies have been beating the past box office of the previous Avenger movies. So this one will probably beat the what's it called, Endgame. Most
But is
likely.
it gonna beat the fucking Avatar since Avatar fucking broke the record supposedly?
It will probably beat Avatar then, but literally, this is a movie where if you call it right, you know how everybody was going to see fucking Frozen so much that they went to the sing-along version of Frozen?
Oh,
Love
that's
that.
nasty.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Okay,
like,
can we get
that's
back to
nasty,
Mario
that's fine.
though?
You remember that? Like, they're gonna go... Okay, we'll get back to Mario, but they're gonna go to see Sonic 3 to sing fucking, what's it called? Live and Learn, or whoever like did that. I feel bad that I forgot, but like
For the record, just before I forget, I want to address what JD was trying to call out.
yeah.
I do know that clearly they're plumbers from like Brooklyn or whatever the fuck. Yes, I get that, but that's not. That's clearly not really meant to be us. Like that's like some other fantastic. It's hard to explain. I know I'm just picking at hairs here, but like, and that's brief. It's not like the old movie really focused on that, especially in the original cut. Um, as far as I know, this is going to be just like, and I can't see how they can spend much time there because of how much they keep showing in the trailers. But I don't. Yeah, that is different. It's not like, oh, we're really in New York and we're really plumbers and we're like we have to go rescue this restaurant and Scapelli. Remember Scapelli?
What if it were Mario Odyssey though? What if it would have been Mario Odyssey? They technically
might be.
could go to the real world now.
I assume that he's Mario Odyssey. That's not the like Donk City or whatever. By the way, I fucking hated that game because wait. Let me rephrase it. This is the part I hated. I hated the marketing of that game because New Donk City was shown to be like it was all over the marketing. It was as if that was what the game was like. Maybe that was the hub world. It is an end game scenario. It is very very towards the end, and it pisses me off that New Donk City was all over the marketing. I've never seen New Donk City in universe in Mario Odyssey, so. All I've ever seen is trailers. And
I kind of.
Have you ever seen that Simpsons episode where Homer is 3D
Manual.
and he comes into the real world? It feels like that was the Mario thing because like Mario's still like small and chunky, but like the humans are all like, "Hello, I am a normal-looking human." That's the way normal humans talk, right?
To you.
Howdy
What
there,
were you-
humans.
What were you gonna say, JD? I wasn't gonna get off topic. I was trying to just say how Mario looks out of place in New Donk City. And by the way, the more I say New Donk City, it sounds dirty to me. I don't know if I'm just like 12 years old again, but
You are.
it just sounds like another way of saying a sex toy or something.
I think that's a stretch. I think you're really trying to attach something to it that isn't there. But I mean, to not get too far off, I do agree actually that it is cool that they're just keeping it like within the realm that is Mario. So like the fact that you literally had even Mario Kart kind of teased in it feels dumb, but this is also children's media, so if they decide that they're going to like, learn one from the most wholesomest person on how to deal a dispute, being Dom from Fast and the Furious, I think that totally makes sense that they will do a kart race to determine the fate of the Mushroom Kingdom.
I'm not gonna lie, when the new trailer showed off Mario Kart, I was just like, we don't need everything in there. Next thing you know, he's gonna be playing tennis. If you've been playing tennis, I don't know if the trailer showed him playing tennis, but like,
Dude, just imagine it's going to be Mario Kart versus Fast and the Furious. Like one of these is gonna like say harder than anything that family is what matters most.
And they keep showing all these characters. I'm like, we don't need. One thing that everyone likes about Mario is it has a nice cast of characters. It's not Sonic. It doesn't have to be Sonic. We don't
Sonic's
we don't need Big the Cat to show up in like the movie version. Like,
Sonic barely
No,
has
actually, it would be
3
cool to see Big Cat.
characters.
no,
Oh, sorry, my bad, Wes.
No,
What
that
were you
would be
saying?
cool to see Big Cat on the big screen. You're like, you know what? Yeah, I would see that.
I mean, okay, we see Big the Cat's okay. I don't want to see Amy. I don't want to see like Shadow.
Well, I have a bad news for you, Manuel.
What about Sally?
Wait, aren't both of them in Sonic 3 actually? But
No.
well,
Shadow is.
Sally- Huh?
Shadow is.
Yeah, Shadow
Yes.
is. That's what I'm saying.
Sally will show up in the multiverse. The 4th movie, when they go multiverse, Sally will show up in that one.
Okay, does anyone
Yeah.
actually like Sally Acorn except for like furries? I'm not, for the record, I like Sally Acorn. Don't get me wrong, but like,
Why are you doing this, Manuel? What are
I
you
feel like-
doing?
I feel like Sally Acorn has transcended Sonic. She's just like, okay,
Dude,
shut up.
Archie
I'm telling on myself again.
Archie comics hit different, and so do the television shows, except Sonic Underground.
Sonic Underground was good. I like that one. That was the one he had like.
Oh no, bull fucking shit.
Okay,
no.
Mario, guys. Mario.
Anyway,
Okay, yes. So anyway, but yeah, no, I do agree. I do like what they will be doing. I feel that Chris Pratt is probably the only part that had the biggest ugs, but like if he does okay, then he'll just do okay, close out Mario and Guardians and we'll be fine.
my only problem with Chris Pratt, I said this, first of all, Chris Pratt apparently is a shit person.
Yeah,
as
fuck
far as
that
I know.
asshole.
So don't get me wrong, that's not what I'm getting at. But my big
Yeah.
problem with Chris Pratt, my only problem with Chris Pratt in terms of acting is that he doesn't bring anything to it. You could have got any other white guy his age.
You could have also
and
just
that
have gotten the very alive voice actor of Mario too.
Exactly. Charles Martinet, who I guess lives in NorCal because he fucking goes to SAC Anime every time they have a show. Either that or
Yep.
just BFFs with him. He's always there. Like, I
Jeff
just met
Jeff
him-
Cummings is always there. Why isn't Martinelli like doing guest things?
So I need like I've never seen Charles Martinet really come to like any other con except for SAC Anime. But I'm like, does he live next door to it? Anyway,
Probably know somebody.
yeah, exactly. But I agree. Why not do that? That's one of the most iconic things about Mario is it's a me, Mario. But another thing that I'm gonna like, has the trailer even showed it? Like I remember there's all those memes where it's all like, Toad's gonna dab in the movie and then do a TikTok dance, and I'm like, it's Illumination. Of course he fucking will. Have we not seen the Minions? And like, that's what I'm not looking forward to. I doubt I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna watch the movie. I have to watch the movie, but I'm definitely not gonna see it in theaters, and I'm probably not gonna. How do I say this without canceling myself? I'm gonna watch it on a. I'm gonna watch it illegally. There, I'm just not gonna beat around the bush.
Why are you so hard about it? Here's the other thing. It's just Chris Pratt who is shitty in some of the things that he says and backpedals about. But at the end of the day, Chris Pratt, at least to my knowledge, and I could be completely corrected right now, is not gaining millions of dollars and actively feeding Parliament the garbage necessary to ruin people's lives.
Oh, not yet. I mean, he's
Not
like,
yet.
his church is pretty shady, but then again, I guess honestly we could pick hairs about the. Like I said, I'm actually not talking about him personally. I just think he's generic. I don't know if
That's
racist,
about
but,
take. That's pretty much why I was like, why him?
he brings nothing to it. Like he brings nothing to the role, and like if you were gonna, I mean, who the fuck? I don't think Peach has ever had one voice actress. I think even Peach has been like 3 or 4 people, and I think the very first one was like a Nintendo staffer. So I get that, and I think every other first of all, Charles Martinet does a ton of voices. I think he's also Luigi, and I think he's also Wario.
Yes,
He's all of
and
them.
Waluigi.
Yeah, so I kind of get him not doing all of them again. But how the fuck are you not gonna have him be Mario? Just do it. Don't be cowards.
I
you
assume
said
just because it sounds a
previously
bit
in
more out of
message that
place
they
than
need
everyone
a big
else,
name
but
Hollywood.
I mean, have you heard of have you seen some of the shit in that movie? Like, I kind of felt that way when I was hearing some of the first voices, like Jack Black is he Bowser?
yes,
But like
Yeah.
shit like that, like it's a bit more of a serious take, I thought. But then you watch the rest of it, it's like, no, this is still a really silly movie. He could have still been, it's a me, and I'm sure because he's what you call an actor. He probably could have toned it down if that's what we needed, you know.
okay,
I
but I'm
call
going to
bullshit
call
on
it
that.
since we know he does have a role in the movie. I'm going to claim my guess here, and that he's playing like Papa Mario in the movie, and he'll show up like towards the end.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of agree. Like, he's obviously going to play something referential, or he'll play Wario or something. Was Wario actually in the movie already? I forget.
No,
I
Not
feel like
yet.
everyone else is.
Sequel.
It's like it's like, oh, my Goombas, Koopas, and whatever you are, the spiny spikes or whatever they're called. I don't know if you've seen the new trailer. I was just like, God, this trailer's terrible. But I don't know. Are you gonna watch it in theaters? Either any of you people?
probably.
No.
I hate theaters.
I'm
Who the
gonna
fuck goes?
I'm gonna go watch it.
I like theaters.
Theaters are terrible. They're the worst. They're the worst way to watch any movie. Unless
Hashtag cancel AMC.
I'm cool with that. Hashtag cancel AMC. They can go rot.
well, and also most theaters these days are just like, it's like the illegal vertical integration. Well, it's not illegal anymore, but it's like the vertical integration bullshit. They're like all like owned by the big companies now, so it's just like, yeah, what are you gonna do? Entertainment's a joke. But I don't know. I, I'm less excited than I thought. I mean, I'm still. Maybe I'm just judging it too harshly, but I do not think it'll be better than the first Mario movie. And I know people will be like, the first one wasn't good. I think it was good.
I'm gonna raise you one. It will not be like worse than the first one. In fact, I think it will be better, but like whatever that margin is, I'm pretty sure it will beat the first Super Mario Bros.
No, you know what the problem is? You know, I just, it came to my head perfectly. The issue is,
Uh-oh.
I think that the fans will accept it more than the first movie. I agree, but I do think that it'll be less.
You're right. It won't be as good
Remembered,
as the
less like-
Sonic the Hedgehog movie. It just
I'm-
won't be as good. No.
Like 20 years from now, like when presumably Illumination like made 5 more Mario movies, and like the 5th one was about the Toads, and just was basically Minion 7. And we hate all the Illumination movies. They're not going to be remembered, but then suddenly like YouTube 5.0 is going to be like, did you know there was one in 1990? And it'll be like, oh, this is kind of cool. That one is more no matter how you look at it, I'm sure that one will be more unique, more timely, more of its era than this flashy
You're
capture.
trying really hard to like make the old one really stick out, and it is gonna always stick out. It's just never gonna be good though. Like,
I also like until one of my recent viewings of it, I used to always think that Mario's girlfriend in the old one was Pauline. It's not, by the way. I forget her name, but like I want to get the rights to the movie and like first of all put the other shit back in and then dub over whoever that girl's name is and just call her Pauline so that we could pretend that that they were more like in universe. And then there you go. Like, is Bob Hoskins dead? I feel like he died.
He did. That's
so
why
yeah,
we don't have Roger Rabbit too.
rest in
Yeah.
peace, Bob.
What do you
Hoskins.
mean?
I
We got
guess
Chippendale
we'll,
Rescue Rangers.
God, that's an abomination.
Sonic's teeth. Remember Sonic's teeth?
And yes, Manuel, he died in
R.I.P.
2014.
You see, this is what happened, Manny. You just didn't go onto the web. You didn't go onto the Twitter hard enough. You didn't get upset hard enough. If you just would have gotten upset hard enough, just like we killed Sonic's bad teeth,
No.
you could have killed Chris Pratt as Mario.
No, honestly, I don't think that would have ever happened. And it's funny because I've had this argument before, and I've had it with Weston, I've had it with other friends, and I think I've even had it with JD. I'm not a huge fan of the Mario Sonic comparison because I don't think that they're comparable at all. Like one is like, and I don't mean this to sound like as in quality. I mean just literally in terms of its level of popularity. One is like D list, and then or C list. We'll be more fair. One is like C list, and then one is literally once again equivocable. Equivocable, is that even a word? Equivocable to
Equivocal.
Mickey Mouse. So
Many.
we have side to side to Mickey Mouse, and then we have mid rank video game character. They're not comparable. So
I will agree because one of them is that universe has a whole land dedicated in Universal parks in U.S. and Japan. So it's I do get where you are coming from, like for sure. Mario is a bigger franchise than Sonic ever like went or so, or ever got
But-
to.
I don't know. Like I wasn't a huge fan of the first Sonic movie, not because I thought it was particularly bad. It's funny because I watched that movie during the pandemic. And mind you, that movie was not shot during the pandemic. But it's one of my favorite things to do is to watch a movie or a series that was shot during the pandemic and really notice how clearly it was shot during the pandemic. And what I mean is it'll be like, oh, like the way American Horror Story that season was filmed in a town that's on its off season, so it's empty. And they're in a bar with like only one other person who's really far away, shit like that. There's never more than 3 people on the screen at any one time. And I'm
Did
like,
you get porno vibes where you're just like, why is this whole fucking place just perfectly empty? Like,
no, but like when you watch the first Sonic movie, it feels like it was shot during the pandemic because there's like never more than like 2 or 3 people on screen, and all of Robotnik's scenes, he's in that fucking like control thingy, and it felt like they shot all of his scenes in a weekend where he never interacted with everyone. It was the weirdest thing to watch, and I'm like, who the fuck? How did this cost like $100 million? Who fucking money laundered? Well, maybe
there
it's
was
not
no
the
money
team.
laundering. They had to hire a whole ass team to make an all new Sonic. They literally threw out the other one.
It wasn't
I
that
don't know.
much. It was like what 20 million something to
Yeah,
fucking do
actually,
it.
it was funny because I remember like when the first it was right before the pandemic when the movie was going to come out, and I remember it was the last time I went to the theater for whatever I went to go see, and they had that original poster where it was just like his legs and the yellow car or whatever. Like I don't know if you ever saw it, and like people were taking like their selfies with it. And I think I have a selfie somewhere with it, and then like shortly after that they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna delay it for a year because we need to fucking take out his teeth and like make him look not like shit.
Give him a different color, make him look slicker. Instead of fucking.
Anyways, Mario's are you gonna watch the Mario movie? Weston, are you excited for
I don't go to movie theaters unless I'm drunk.
Oh, so you're one of the people who ruins the experience for people like me.
No, I don't. I'm not those people who fucking watch it at midnight and post it like an hour later on the fucking social media without a warning.
It's funny because I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem Engage, and I posted a screenshot on Twitter that's technically a mad spoiler for the entire game. Have you seen it, JD?
No.
Yeah, I posted a screenshot that I just thought it was funny, like the line that I screenshot. But if you look at the screenshot, it's like, oh, that's a spoiler.
You should
Anyway.
share it.
I'm gonna give it to you. I want you to put it on the screen above my head during the edit.
Well, I'm going to get another use of the I refuse, Jeff.
Everything is a spoiler. That is true.
Oh,
yeah.
did you hear about what happened with what's it called? Did you hear what happened with the Avengers Reddit or the Marvel like Reddit or so?
Are they spoiling things there?
No, well, yes,
Yeah.
yes, they were, but it's because they always conversate about everything Marvel, so to an extent, they're kind of aware that that happens. So what happened was they started talking a lot about the recent Ant-Man movie, and now they killed the Reddit because they actually got subpoenaed by what's it
What?
called, Disney. Yeah,
Can they do that? Can Disney do? Well, it's Disney, but like that doesn't sound like they could do that. That sounds like Disney's overstepping their bounds. But I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
The new Ant-Man movie apparently is trash. That's all I keep hearing.
I haven't seen none of them.
It's okay. I like the new Ant-Man movie. I think it's good. The problem though is that like a lot of a lot of Phase 4 didn't really connect with each other, and I think that's just because they're trying to set up a lot of new shit. But when Loki came out, they were like, "Oh, the next big bag that everybody's gonna fight against is
Wait,
Uh,
Loki
Kang
came
the
back?
Conqueror.
I thought he's dead.
yes." Well, he who
There
he who
are- there
remains. Oh
are-
no, it's a
Are we
Infinite
spoiling things
versions
now?
of him.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Give a
I
warning
think
at the moment.
we're spoiling things now.
We guys kind of did.
The
Yeah.
funny thing, well, for the record, I kind of spoiled it for myself because I remember I can't remember who did it. Someone famous. Someone did a video about how they clearly re-edited the ending.
wait, for what?
Or I won't say the specifics, but apparently if you and it's hard to watch now because it's still only in theaters. But if you apparently they re-edited the ending to Ant-Man, or at least that's the current assumption, because like you people were calling out like where the shots came from clearly, and how like that's why the ending felt stilted. And I won't say what the ending is, but
Wait,
supposedly.
what do you mean by like? Okay, because you're trying not to spoil anything. That's respectable. I'm just saying, like, what do you mean by they saw where the shots were from? Are you talking about some long game spoilers, or are you talking about like there was just parts to the movie that just didn't look good or something like that? So they went back and
No, like literally, they like apparently like the current assumption is it tested badly and they changed the ending to make
I
it.
mean,
Like,
if that happens, then that's like before it even hits theaters, though.
yeah, of course, that's what I'm saying.
Which,
Like,
which I guess is understandable. Like I enjoyed the movie, but
I'm
overall, it
pretty sure
doesn't.
Disney destroyed. Apparently, this just happened. Terrence is saying Disney destroyed Reddit today. Well, I'm not a huge Redditor, Wes, aka Mario. I just, but wait, does it still say Manuel's 5 years old?
Yes.
I only read that right now.
To be fair, we're talking about I don't know a movie that where you could have been around that age or so. I don't know.
Well, all this media is for kids, and we're all ranting about kids' movies. So
yes,
what are we gonna do?
it's
I'm
because
not.
they know, like at the end of the day, little fucking kids, unless they like are living off of like good TikTok money, which is
Ooh, my
unexistent, so they're getting it from YouTube. So unless those kids are getting like YouTube money or the Instagram real money, RIP, since they're killing it in a month.
I
But
didn't
like
know that.
no, yeah, they killed the real project. They literally just said, "We're done with it. For everybody who is still making some money off of it, we'll be sending you
Your
payment for the
final
next
check.
30 days." Yeah, it's
Exactly.
really terrible. But like, no, we're adults are paying for these things mainly. So, and it's Mario. So we're not just talking like, oh hey, like hey, whatever. I guess what would you name a kid or something like that? Kevin. Hey,
What would you
Kevin,
name
we're not going to, what's it called? We're going to go take you to see Mario. Don't you want to see Mario, Kevin? Even though you play like Roblox and what's it called? Fortnite and Minecraft, because
And
Minecraft is still goated. What was that?
was it? What's that one with the V? Valiant.
Oh
Valorant.
God, I hate
Valorant?
Valorant.
Yeah,
I hate
Valorant.
that's the one
Yeah.
Hina plays.
Everyone plays it. Every
I
time
haven't
I see
played
it,
it.
like, you play that game? Like, I don't play it.
I haven't played it.
No, it's funny. Well, to be fair, a lot of media is just for kids anyway. What am I? This is mildly off topic, but I'm gonna close it. I'll close the thing with this, and then we can circle around the last closing thingies. Because I saw this going around too. There's like a popular tweet about anime, and it's all like how I think it's someone living in Japan, how their favorite thing is when like people realize that like most people in Japan don't really like aren't huge fans of anime. And I've always thought it's weird growing up. This is even me growing up throughout my entire life, and people are like, "Oh, it's not for kids. It's not for kids." And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you can't watch it. You could definitely watch it at any age. That's not what I'm getting at. But do people not realize that shit like Dragon Ball and shit like Fist of North Star and shit like I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Like all these things that people are like, "Oh, this is more mature." That's meant for children. That's meant to appeal to like 5-year-olds. It's
It's
like
supposed to be like a
Or-
shonen style for kids or something like that.
like
No, well, shonen is for boys
I
and
mean,
shoujo is for
I'd
girls.
But I meant,
argue
but I
more
meant like
like
there's a term for it. Shonen's like the thing come up, but there's a term for it
yeah.
for like
No,
it's specific kids.
I always find it funny that people don't seem to realize that a lot of this stuff is meant for kids. Sure,
Yeah.
it's more mature than we get here, and it's more violent. There might be some nudity here and there, but that's just because of differing norms. It's not because that it's not because this is actually for adults. No, it's not. Like you can watch it and enjoy it. That's great. doing it. I'll do it, but it's like don't think it's for adults. It's usually for kids, and I always that's my big takeaway to a
Well,
lot
yeah,
of
Manuel, you should be watching all of it. You're like 5 years old, aren't you?
Yeah, apparently I can't stand complicated foods, and I fucking think everything's a sex joke. Dong City, or see, I said
Donk
it
with a K, like
I said it on
Donkashang.
accident. Donk City, donkey. Remember that? Remember that meme? It's like, what was the meme? It's like, who is Denki King?
Okay, Manuel, let's just move to wrapping up because I don't think you're going to gain any composure anytime soon.
Who is Denki King, JD?
Yes, I know, Manuel. I've seen the Jeopardy memes.
Isn't it Zelda?
Zorda.
Oh, that. I think
That was one of the
other-
answers.
Yeah, it was Zorda. Denki King. My favorite is Denki King. I feel like somebody's already used that name, but if they didn't, I would want that to be my username. Even though I'm sure I'm sure that's been taken a long time ago. Too many dank memes. Anyways. Um, yeah. Weston, what is your real favorite Mario game? I just need to know.
You'll never know.
I think it's Mario 3.
You think so? Or
Yeah, it's
or
Mario
maybe
3.
it's. Are you sure it's not fucking another? Oh, you know my favorite game, Mario
Huh.
typing.
Okay, that's a good game because that is the first time we ever had Charles Martinet as Mario. That's
No,
a
it
fun little
wasn't.
trivia fact.
It was Mario's game or whatever. Game House, Game Club, something.
No, it was
It was a
typing.
PC. It was a PC game that
For the
Charles
record-
Martinet first
for-
did
for-
first
for
did
the
the record
record-
for it.
For the record, he's talking about Game Gallery, which is a game I still own that game for real, but you can also play it online for free. It's all like, it's like I love that game, by the way. It's so iconic. Mario cheats. That game is impossible. It's really hard. But when he plays Go Fish, he's like, "Oh brother, Isaac got a 3 cards." It's
Yep.
like Mario, go fish. I guess I'ma go fishing. These are real lines from the game, by the way.
I
He's
think
like,
there. I think I saw a video of him doing behind the scenes of that. I gotta
do
find
you
it.
have any Reap Van Fishies? I'll go fish. I guess I'm a go fish. This is getting more racist the more I go on. Anyways, I'm gonna stop.
No, keep going. Bury yourself.
Manuel.
No, for the record, I'm trying to mimic Charles Martinet doing Mario in that one. It's a great game. One of my favorite drunk videos to watch. It's ironically enough a drunk video where Pro Jarrett's playing the drunk Mario's game gallery, and like he just gets more and more drunk as it goes on. It's an idea I should have come up with, but anyways, that's that. What are we wrapping up with? I called you Mario. Weston, any closing Mario thoughts?
If you're gonna go see it, go see it. I'd highly recommend dress up if you're gonna go see it.
Yeah, I hope everyone dresses up. I mean, have fun with it. Don't get me wrong. If you're gonna like it, I'm sure I'll like it. I just think it's
You're just acting like a boomer. That's all.
I'll probably like it. Don't get me wrong. Okay. At worst, I think it'll be like the way the Avengers movies are. It's like I'll enjoy it. It may not stay with me, and I won't be quoting it forever, but I'm sure I'll like it. That's my take, I guess. Everyone go like it. If you don't like it though, fuck. If I haven't even seen it, I'm getting mad at people for not liking it.
Uh,
Anyways, Josh, what's your Mr. Falafel Raptor? Falafel Raptor.
Lawful.
I'm sorry. I was really hearing. Okay, I know you weren't saying that, but I kept hearing Falafel Raptor, and it just seemed so funny.
Okay. Well, I mean, if it makes you want a falafel, then mission accomplished. But yeah, favorite Mario games, I guess. It's Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, and Mario Party 2.
Let's go. My Mario. All the Mario parties are on the Nintendo Switch thingy. So let's all play that at the con one day.
oh,
I
we're
don't
gonna
know.
fight. We're gonna
Yeah.
fight.
We're gonna fight. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'll just start knocking people over like I used to do when I was a kid. I mean, like legit. I'm not even joking. Like when it was like something, I'd be like, I push them. Like, oh, guess I'm gonna win. It's gonna be a real fight. We're gonna be like beating each other up in the room. We'll do it at AX. And JD will be there, and I'll just punch JD.
Dude, you punch him unconscious. What is your problem?
JD, what's your closing thoughts on Mario?
Galaxy 2 is the best game. Fight me.
You just wait. Is that the one with B Mario?
Yes.
Yes.
The B.
Wait, I think
Mario?
both. I think that's both Galaxy games.
Wait, is there a B in the first one? I don't think there's a B in the first. Oh yeah, there is. The second one's just the one that has Yoshi.
Cloud and
Yoshi's.
Spring. I think they added in the
I
drill
don't
for that one too.
Yeah, I'm having trouble remembering because that game's so unmemorable. There you go. There, I said it. Though I
So
will say,
Luigi will ask Mario, "Believe in me that believes in you. Yours is a drill that will
But-
literally pierce the heavens."
But Manuel, you get a face ship.
my favorite. My favorite.
Okay,
thing
Manuel,
was,
we're wrapping up. What are we doing this week?
Hold on. I'm trying to remember you made me forget it, you motherfucker. I guess I'll wrap it up now. I hate you so much. I had a whole bit, a short little bit about Mario. Okay, I'm not gonna get it. Anyways, I don't think we'll be doing gaming tomorrow. We're gonna do Suikoden, but I never really bonded with bonded. I never really talked with Snacks about getting that going. I don't think we're doing Final Fantasy VII tomorrow. Maybe we will. We'll see. But nothing planned. If we do, it'll be spontaneous. Friday is Drink Talk Roll. There, it'll be myself, Pleiades, How, and Andrew. So it'll be a Mr. Wizard episode. So tune into that. I love how we're literally interchanging between Warren and Andrew, and then no one. So it leads to some weird shit. So tune into that. And I think I fixed my audio for the DTR streams. It was just some bullshit that fucking Pleiades' weird site was messing with my mic. But I figured it out. And next Tuesday will be UBZ. It'll be the we're back on the days. It's 7, 14, 21, and 28.
Yeah, it's because there are 28 days in February. It's the same.
That's weird. We did it for 2 months. Anyways, we'll do something then. I think we'll have Hina on, and I'll think of some topics. I don't know what yet.
Yeah, you see, Manuel promised me he would be doing this while I was away at Toricon, but apparently he didn't.
You know what I'm gonna do? I think you know what? Actually, I'm not gonna promise. We'll talk. Anyways, peace out. Thank you for watching. Peace. Mario Galaxy 2 sucks.
They can still hear you, Manuel.
Oh wait.